All right, what's going on, man? Welcome back to the basement. Amron, how are we doing, man? I gotta be honest. I had this live stream scheduled for a little bit here, but I forgot that I had it unlisted. So we're out here, we're in here. How is everybody doing? I imagine it's going to take a second for people to actually file in here. But I am excited to be streaming tonight. I do miss those nights when we were going super hard. In the summer, we were like streaming every day in August or whatever, but we're out here. Underdog has new rest of season resurrection best ball tournament on Underdog Fantasy that we're going to mess around on tonight. How are we doing, man? How is everybody doing on this fine Friday evening, man? We got Among Us in here. What's going on, fellas? What's going on? We already got litany of start sit questions. What's up? No, we'll get to the start sit questions in a second. Just give me 30 seconds to get everything set up here. And then we'll get into some answering questions and stuff, but I am also just trying to chill and hang out with the fellas tonight. As weird as that sounds. But alright, so let's get into Underdog Fantasy. By the way, if you're not on Underdog Fantasy, what the hell are you doing, man? Get on Underdog Fantasy, use promo code RON. They'll match your first deposit up to $500. They said they don't know how long they're going to keep that up for, so I would act fast. They have Resurrection Best Ball tournaments that are good until week 6. They start in week 6. They go through the rest of the season, so if you're down bad, you can kind of revive your season or things to root on through that. So we're going to be running that up tonight as soon as I can find it. And then we'll chill out and we'll answer some questions. We'll talk some ball, do whatever you guys want. How are we, man? How is everybody doing? We got Noah. You said you sat DJ Moore last night. My goodness, on your best NFC team for Cup. I mean, you can't really beat yourself up for that, but that does suck. Drop Marvin Mims for Elijah Moore on the waiver wire. Probably not. What's up, Mark? How are we? We got Jack in here. What's good? What's good? We got Noah. Finally got the YouTube notification. Let's go, man. Love to hear that. Love the show. Thank you, man. I don't even know how to say your name, brother. We got John in here. What's going on? Ian, you said the content's been a huge help. Let's go, man. DJ Moore gang rise up. I'm not telling you that. That's my bad, fellas. I know the Wednesday video, the must buy and sell trade target. I usually don't include Thursday night players in those trade target videos because it's just too small of a window. I was a little bit arrogant, and man, we got humbled, dude. And it's crazy because we love DJ Moore in the offseason. We drafted a ton of them. And the usage just wasn't checking out, but it's really just that Justin Fields struggled early on. Luke Getsy's kind of opened up the offense, and you know, DJ Moore's probably a rest of season wide receiver too. That is 100% my bad. I honestly didn't have faith in Luke Getsy to kind of revive the offense like he has here. But yeah, DJ Moore's going to be a stud. If you follow the channel, you drafted him a ton in the offseason. If you sold him because of that video, I am sorry, but if you sold him yesterday, you probably got a decent return. Like I heard some people had sold him for Chris Olave. I think I would still sell him for Chris Olave, but it is very close. Now, what else we got going on? What else we got? All right, so let's hop into one of these. All right, so we have the Best Ball Resurrection on Underdog. It is $10 to enter $300,000 in prizes. I have a link in the description and the live. It's pinned at the top of the live chat as well. If you click the live chat, like a lot of you guys are saying, like you guys have DJ Moore or somebody in here. I have 15 DJ Moores, seven DJ Moores on 15 teams. Like, it is funny. I got roasted in the comments for that video, rightfully so. But if you followed the channel, you also there's a semi-chance that you ended up with DJ Moore, either based off the videos or the rankings. Like, we were in on DJ Moore this year. I just wish that I didn't. I didn't back off of that take, and I just felt I stood a little bit more firm there. That's my bad. You live and you learn. Thankfully, it was just like a 36-hour window to actually sell DJ Moore from that video. I imagine not a lot of people got a deal done. But all right, so I do want to just make sure that we have links pinned and we're all good to go here. Yeah, we do. So it's pinned at the top. Click it. It'll take you to Underdog Fantasy. You'll use promo code RON. It'll match your first deposit up to $500. Now, I knew that the screen was going to be a little bit weird here, but let's hop into one of these, man. We'll hop into one of these. We'll chill out. We'll answer some questions. We'll talk through some stuff. But if any of you guys want to hop in with me, I'll give it a little 3, 2, 1, boom. Wow, these are filling up fast. All right, so this is already full. I'm sorry about that. I hope maybe one of you guys might have gotten in. I'm not quite sure there. All right, let's pop this out. It's a little bit rusty on the stream game. Not going to lie here. little bit rusty with what we were kind of running during the season. But got the 6th spot. I got to be honest, I don't have much of a plan for how I'm going to do these. All right, so let me get my weekly rankings out because I know a lot of you guys are going to ask questions. And we'll kind of see what's going on. We got LBJ in here. What's up, my boy? LBJ is LeBron James. LeBron James or Lyndon B. Johnson. All right, so I'm pulling my rankings on the side here. All right, what do we got? What do we got, man? I'll try to get through some things. I'm not going to get to every single question. To be honest with you, the shorter the message and the more digestible it is, the more likely you are. You said I drafted DJ Moore because of you. You're the boy for that offseason recommendation. I appreciate that. We got a lot of shit for the sell DJ Moore take, and again, rightfully so. But the thing I'm trying to say is in the offseason, I was telling everyone to draft him. So my bad for telling you to sell him. But if you watch the videos, you probably drafted him. And from the time I posted the video on Wednesday to Thursday night actually kicking off, you really only had like 24 hours to sell. Like I imagine of the people that had DJ Moore because of the channel, probably only, like 5% of them could actually sell him. I don't know. I do feel bad about it. But it's all good. What else we got? They call me a madman for getting DJ Moore in the 4th round. I actually have a really sick DJ Moore, Justin Fields team in the FFPC right now. It's a DJ Moore to Justin Fields stack with Logan Thomas at tight end, so that went crazy this week. But then we also have McCaffrey, Cooper Kupp, DeAndre Swift, maybe Waddle. It's a really crazy looking team right now. Now, of course, a lot of things can happen over a season, but I do feel very good about it. All right, so let's see. Bijan's still hanging around? Dude, Bijan and Pollard being on the board at 106 is crazy to me. You know, give me Bijan. I was gonna maybe take Pollard, but give me Bijan. I think it's a coin flip between those two, but I can't imagine taking Eckler over either of them, to be honest with you. What else we got in here? Reminder, week 5 buys give you a free extra week. Very true. Very true. Should I look to send Barkley in a piece for Eckler? Probably not. What do we think about Brian Robinson going forward? I still feel fine about him. He just kind of got screwed over by, like, a game script nobody predicted, you know? I would not go DJ Moore for Gibbs. I wouldn't either. Still got Puka. Should I trade, and who should I target? At this point, you probably got to ride with Puka. I imagine most people, I mean, not souring on Puka, but most people are probably like, oh, well, Kupp is coming back. I'm going to chill on that. So I think you probably just ride out Puka, and you just take the points there. So close to selling DJ yesterday and had some good deals, but I didn't do it. So glad I didn't. Yeah. Sage Aoki. Appreciate the super chat. $10. All right. I appreciate that, man. You said, first time catching you live, this is cool as hell. Also, how are you getting roasted in yourself? You literally said to wait after the Commanders game to sell. Yeah, I did say that as well, but it's just, I don't know. I imagine people just sort of scrolled through, saw the timestamp, saw I said sell DJ Moore, and were like, oh my god, what an idiot. And that's fine, but, yeah, it's just what it's at. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you can turn, it's just like, it's to a point where I don't even want to really double down on it. Just because it looks kind of flip-floppy on my end to just keep on being like, whoa, the stock isn't going to keep going up. But, yeah, I do agree. If you could sell more, I don't know. I think you could get into some pretty interesting conversations with DJ Moore. Like, some people are starting to value, like, I think after last night, I'll have him for sure in my top 24 rest of season. But I don't think people really understand, like, the amount of guys you got to put him over rest of season. Like, are you putting him over, he's probably top 15-ish, but are you taking DJ Moore or Ayuk rest of season? Are you taking DJ Moore or Calvin Ridley or Chris Olave? I think for me, he probably slots in around like wide receiver 16, 17, 18 area rest of season. But I think I still prefer Waddle. I think I still prefer Devontae Smith. That's actually sort of close. I don't know. It gets close. Redraft giving Jackson and getting Hall and Cousins. Lamar Jackson for Breece Hall and Kirk Cousins? Honestly, I don't think I would. As much as that sounds fine, I don't think I would. Give me Waddle. Yeah, I will probably take Waddle here, sort of begrudgingly, but I'm fine with that. The Miami Dolphins offense is going to look the way it is. I'm fine with that. Need wide receiver help and happy PR. Would you do Ford for Lockett? Yeah, I think I would. I mean, Lockett's on bye, or they're both on bye, I guess. But yeah, I think I would. We got another super chat in here. Trade Javonte and Evan Ingram for Hawkinson. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All day I would do that. Mostert at 203? Oh, my goodness. Yeah, you're right. I should probably be looking a little bit more at these. We got Keenan Allen. Also, before I get out of here, please make sure to remind me. I'm going to have Tom Christ on tomorrow. He's the doctor of physical therapy. We talk through injuries every Saturday morning. And I'll probably open up a Google Doc before I'm done with the stream and just have you guys rattle off who you guys want. I traded away Donta Smith and Puka Nacua for Justin Jefferson. I kind of love that, man. I kind of love that. I love when you guys show me like good trades. Yeah, Henry, I wish I was paying attention more because I would have been pissed about getting sniped on Chase. People are really scared of the whole Burrow thing, man. In a contest like this where it starts in week 6, I'm probably taking Chase. I mean, I should have my rest of season rankings open as well here, just to sort of peek at things. But in terms of rest of season, I have Jamar Chase at wide receiver 6. It's funny, though. I would take Devontae Adams over him as well. Devontae Adams went too late as well. The guy who started Pollard, Devontae Adams, I mean, that's sweet. That's a very sweet setup. But the super chat. Wait, what the hell? I missed, did I get this? Yes, I did. Yeah, definitely do that Hawkinson one. Should I send London and JSN for Christian Watson? Man. How do we feel about Christian Watson the rest of the season? He didn't show a ton, but the Green Bay Packers offense is good. Presumably, Watson will be the wide receiver 1 in that offense. I think I would. That's not crazy. Yeah, Henry, I wish I was looking a little bit more there, but... Yeah, the hamstring is bad. I'll be honest. Look, we haven't factored in injuries. Yeah, that's not good. Man, I wish I took Devin Achane over Waddle. Or Achane. We got Nevin Bell in here. What's up? We got Cole Bryant. What's up? How are we? Also, my little brother, he's a senior in high school. So when I say little, he's not like little, but I think he's having some of his boys over to play poker. Like literally a door or two down from this room. So things would get very weird here. Yeah, that's a great point. That's honestly the point of doing these, and I should probably be paying a lot more attention. But it's weird because the ADP to me is all over the place in these as well. I don't know if it's just there's not enough traffic or whatever, but they don't seem as up to date as they could be, or as efficient as they could be, you know? Let's see. Jacobs, Ridley, ETN, JT. Dude, I love ETN. Wow, Nico Collins a 4th rounder, huh? I don't think that's that wild, but it's just interesting to see. Let's go ETN. Why not? Dude, I think ETN might go off this week. 176 watching and only 176 likes. That's what I'm saying, bro. Or only 16 likes. I'd be loving 176 likes. You sold DJ Moore for Calvin Ridley? Well, don't worry, dude. Calvin Ridley's gonna go crazy. That does stink. That does suck. But I have Calvin Ridley at wide receiver 13, man. Like rest of season. Or no, I don't. Or do I? I do. Rest of season, I have Calvin Ridley as my wide receiver 13. If he has a good week this week, I'll probably still prefer Calvin Ridley to DJ Moore. You might lose on the market, but I don't know. I'm not all that sour on him. Yeah, Keenan Allen Jamar is a sweet start. Yeah. JT coupled with him as well. That's fun. Should I try to trade Kirk? Yeah, this is where you guys lose me. This is where you got just make him as simple as possible, man. Like this, perfect. Puka Lamb for Flowers Jettis. Man, that feels so. That feels so lateral. But I think in a trade that's sort of even as much as that is, I have Lamb wide receiver 9. I have Puka wide receiver 18. Yeah, give me Jetta side. I'll just take the guy with the best. If you want to see, no, I already read that. Pacheco over JT this week. Pacheco almost made today's video for Winnie is all tangled up inside of a blanket over there. The 12th grade senior lore. Pick 2 to start. Pittman and ETN there. How doomed is my season? I traded away DJ Moore for the. Before, I think I just said you're literally like chilling. To be honest with you, I mean it doesn't feel great, but like after today's game, how much better could you have sold DJ Moore for than Calvin Ridley? I have Calvin Ridley right now as my wide receiver 13. Rest of season ahead of him, I have Cup. Can you sell DJ Moore for Cooper Kupp after last night? I don't think so. Then I have Waddle Olave. You probably could. But then I think you kind of hit a bit of a stop here with CeeDee Lamb, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Keenan Allen. I don't know how much more meat on their bone there truly was. I don't know. Maybe people are going to go absolutely crazy after this game and just like push him up where he shouldn't be going. Give me Lamar. I think this is 4th round Lamar is absurd to me. I kind of love this team, fellas. Seems Higgins is going pretty low. Nah, 100%. I think most of these Bengals are. What else we got here? T-Law or Purdy this week? T-Law for me. Side is better Nico Collins and Addison versus Olave. I'd personally Olave there. Market might be like a clean coin flip there. I gotta be honest, man. No, that is a good point, though. Devin Achane there is a little bit goofy. Rest of season, I have Achane RB11. So I really like him, but that's probably a little bit overboard, taking him. I mean, he didn't go over Saquon, but he did go over Etienne and Jacobs, which I think is probably a mistake. Do you think Kyron will get better run opportunity with Puka and Kupp spreading the fields? I mean, he's been getting plenty of opportunity. He just kind of sucks. Like, that's kind of the issue. The issue with Kyron Williams is that he's not good at football. It also really speaks, man, for anybody out there that's like in the part of my dynasty audience. It's always weird in redraft season where I don't know how much of you guys are familiar with my dynasty content, but I like Zach Evans a lot. There's just something where it's like I just is Sean McVay being an idiot, or is Zach Evans looking that bad in practice that Kyron Williams is the answer? Now I have a decent amount of Kyron Williams, so I'm not begging for Zach Evans to get in there, but Kyron Williams hasn't been efficient. He hasn't really showed any juice. I mean, he's just kind of not fucked up, which is like, I mean, that'll get you minutes in the NFL, but JT is back. JT is back. Love to see it, man. Henry, let me know what your highest like overall ranked NFC team is right now. You know what I mean? Where it says like the overall rank. What am I doing? I've got a super chat. Steve, I appreciate that. Screwed for RB2 this week with Eckler and Ford out. Choices are McLaughlin, Pirine, Warren, Sanders, Algier. Probably Sanders, but monitor the groin reports, and if they look bad or he's doubtful or he doesn't play. Today we had a video where I actually like McLaughlin a lot there. Let's see. Wow, A-Rich is now a 5th round pick. I don't think that's wild, but I think it's just interesting to note. 5th round Christian Watson on the other side of his injury. You know what? 5th round T. Higgins, man. I don't know. That didn't feel sexy at all. I'll just be straight up there. So let me see real quick. Brock, you said, which side do you prefer? Full PPR, Eckler, Odell, Algier, or Montgomery, Addison, Deontay? Oh, there's so many. Oh, man. There's so many moving pieces there, Brock, that I mean, I'm just going to not count Odell. Eckler, Algier, Montgomery. So you essentially got Eckler and Algier for Montgomery, Addison, Deontay. I mean, good lord, man. I mean, give me Eckler there by a mile. Yeah, give me Eckler there by a. Maybe I'm probably underselling Montgomery a little bit, but yeah, give me Eckler there for sure. What else we got? How we feeling about Joe Mixon? Not great. Kyron is just Akers with a working Achilles, dude. He's just Akers post. Like I don't even really know what to say. You're 16th place in the prime time, Henry. That's crazy, dude. That's actually wild. My best, like, I think I'm like top 100 in the silver bullet, but that's such a small contest. It's not all that impressive. Or like top 80. And then I have like 2 top thousands in the OCs. Nothing too crazy, to be honest. I had an overall last year that was really sweet, but we'll see. We'll see how things shake out. We got a lot of Cup and JT coming back, so we'll see. What do you have Laporta rest of season? I have Laporta tight end 4 rest of season, man. It's crazy to actually see him go 5th round off the board in this. So we have Lamar. I would love to set up a Zay Flowers stack. I probably should have thought about that. What else we got? Brock saying top 5 rest of season. T was your guy. You have JJ. You have 4th round Cup, 8th round Taylor. I feel like I remember you telling me about that team, but I could be wrong. DK and Ford for Amon. Yeah. Yeah, but I do want some clarity on the Amon-Ra St. Brown injury tomorrow with Tom Christ. Do Puka and Cup start both? I mean, if you don't have any better options, yeah. Damn, Flowers went right before us. Damn, I was going to take Pittman there if he didn't. No, give me T. Where it starts in week 6. He'll have a week 7 bye, and he'll be good to go rest of the way. What else we got in here? You'd be 5th in prime time, and my teammate did not want to start Swift the week he blew up for 27 points. Damn. Coward. I fired him up everywhere. That's because I didn't have better options. Henry, I remember you might have like 1 or 2 Kamara teams. I don't have any Kamara teams, but... And I know that he sort of padded his stats last week because Carr was just like checking down off of the injury, but I'd feel very good about having Kamara right now. I feel very good. In a running back... Dude, in a running back landscape where everybody got hurt and like things really went south quickly, and you only have like, what, probably like 8 like very good options right now, letting Kamara get healthy for 3 weeks... and then enter a backfield where Jamal Williams is on IR, like, that's kind of the nuts. Like, it's almost better that he stayed fresh. W for trading Ridley and Javonte Williams for Eckler? Yeah. Traded Pollard and Deshaun Watson for Anthony Richardson and Waddle. I hate to say it, Caesar, but you done fucked up, man. You did. I hate to see it. It's honestly the least favorite thing for me is when you guys show me a trade I don't like for you. But you traded dude, public service announcement right now. Everybody huddle in. If you have Tony Pollard, you are sitting on Pollard. You are planted on Pollard. You are doing tricks on Tony Pollard. But keep him on your team. All right? Like he is getting like he is almost the reverse Jahmyr Gibbs right now. He is getting everything that we could have possibly have dreamed of. The Cowboys have just had these really weird games where they blew out the Cowboys. They beat the piss out of the Giants. Like, you just need better, more competitive games. Like, Pollard this year almost gives me vibes of Jonathan Taylor when he was the RB1 overall. Now, McCaffrey is so good that I don't know that Pollard can do McCaffrey without a McCaffrey injury. But it does feel a lot like that 22 point per game season that Jonathan Taylor had, where I remember I kept on. It was one of those things where like you guys do get on me sometimes, where If I have guys on the buy list like 2 or 3 weeks in a row, like people this week were pretty sick of me talking about Breece Hall. But Jonathan Taylor, like through 4 weeks, the year that he was the RB1 overall was like, I think he was like RB21 in points per game. Now Pollard's not doing that terribly, but he is underperforming his volume. But he's getting such a juicy role that if we can just get some more competitive game scripts, and I think we should. Ramondre in the 7th round, huh? I'll bite on Ramondre in the 7th round. I'll do it. But what was my... I don't know. I was going on a tangent there. But essentially what I was saying is that if you have Pollard, please do not move him. Please do not do anything with Pollard. Having an RB1... like, I wouldn't trade away Pollard unless I'm getting one of McCaffrey, Bijan, Eckler in return. Like, that... like, and I don't know if I would even put Eckler in that conversation right now. Like, having a running back getting that type of usage up top, like, there is a pretty big tier gap then to, like, your Jacobs, ETN, Henry, Kenneth Walker, Jonathan Taylor. Like, Jonathan Taylor could get there. But, yeah. I know some people are probably panicking about Pollard, so that was just a public service announcement. Oh, I'm trying to sit on Tony Pollard, bro. If I have Tony Pollard, I am sitting on him. Daniel K with the super chat. I don't know. I blacked out when I was talking about Tony Pollard. But don't just chill out with Tony Pollard, man. I know that's frustrating. Same thing with CeeDee Lamb, too. Like, the Cowboys have just had, like, of their 4 games, 2 of them were just, like, very weird and off. They had, the weird game where they lose to the Cardinals. Like, they just had a really weird first 4 weeks here of, like, just, like, bizarro game scripts. Sounds wild, but I need help choosing between Lamb, Ayuk, Nico Collins, Puka, and Ridley. You want me to set your damn lineup for you? Let me see. Definitely give me Lamb, Ayuk. Man, you got so many good players. You almost have too many good players, my guy. I mean, I'll read directly off who I have here, but I think it's going to be Lamb, Puka, Ridley. I think I would go Ridley over Ayuk, but it's up to you. I mean, you're essentially just doing 2 coin flips every week, but it's a good problem to have. Your team's cracked. All right. We probably need a wide receiver. We're neglecting tight end, dude. Honestly, Evan Ingram's been so nice this year. We're going to go Ingram. Ingram's been very good this year, man. Like, tight ends have sucked. He's been arguably, oh my, 87th Cole Kmet is crazy. That is crazy. Crazy talk. To be taking Cole Kmet in the 8th round of a redraft. Like, I know that he was a stud last night, but, like, he did this last year where he had, like, 2 or 3 blow-up games. I mean, I think he just scored a touchdown. He didn't even have, like, a crazy game last night. I guess the Bears just have that much hype right now. Start, sit, cut, T. Swift, Kendall Jenner, Blake Lively. Oh, man. What a crazy thing to say. Man. Well, I'm starting T. Swift because I want no beef there, man. I'll sit Kendall Jenner, and I'll cut Blake Lively. Keaton Mitchell, I've heard some of his rumors. That's really only in the deep high stakes stuff. I'm getting a lot of pauses as I'm sort of getting back up to speed with the chat here. You don't get last night's points. Yeah, it's like people don't understand that. But it is funny. It's just like these players have momentum right now, you know? They're fresh in your head. I have I genuinely, I'm curious. Everyone in the chat, what is the most expensive wide receiver you would sell straight up for DJ Moore. Straight up for DJ Moore. The most expensive wide receiver that you'd be like, yeah, have this guy and I'll take DJ Moore. You would snap accept. Because I don't think it would be that crazy. Another super chat from Get Flocked. Interesting. Interesting name here. Sold Ayuk and Jerome Ford for Lamb and Khalil Herbert. Yeah, that's a W. Yeah, for sure. I like Lamb over Ayuk. And, I mean, the Khalil Herbert Jerome Ford one is tough because of the Khalil Herbert injury on Thursday night or whatever he did. But I don't think you're down too bad there. I guess give me Pickens. We've had a couple of good Pickens games. I'm not crazy about it. Not crazy about it, but I'll take 9th round Pickens. Feels all right. Puka would probably be the best one you'd give up straight for DJ Moore. If I had Ridley, I don't think I would snap accept for a DJ Moore. I don't think I would. Now if Ridley goes out there and lays a goose egg on Sunday, I would. I'll tell you that. But if Ridley drops anything over 15 points this week, I would take him over DJ Moore. Mike Evans, I would sell Mike Evans straight up for DJ Moore. I would. Puka is close, man. Puka is close. At this current juncture, I'm saying no deal. I think I'm taking Puka. I think I am. Puka is very tough to sell right now, man. Of course, Kupp will come back. Puka's very close. I'll give you that. Puka's very close. I could do T again straight up for DJ Moore. I could. Metcalf. I think I could do Metcalf. I would take Debo and Ridley fine still. I would take Waddle over him. Ayuk I'm still taking over DJ Moore. Super chat, Hunter Henry and Thielen for Amari Cooper. Yeah, I mean, if you're fine at tight end, for sure do that. Pittman for me. I think that's fine. I think that's like about Puka Nacua range. Wide receiver 20 is where I have Pittman right now. And I agree. I would sell Pittman for DJ Moore. Drake London droppable? Honestly, no. I do think that we'll see Taylor Heineke eventually, or Desmond Ridder will just improve. Sort of like what we've been seeing with Fields. It is important to note that, player performance isn't the stickiest thing of all time through 4 weeks. Players get better. Or worse. You saw it with Zach Wilson this week. I'm curious what chat's saying about Zach Wilson at this point. Like, as a Jets fan, from an outside perspective, like, how are you treating Zach Wilson right now? Like, is he all of a sudden not the worst starting quarterback in the NFL? Is he all of a sudden someone that can support Garrett Wilson? Like, where does the public stand with Zach Wilson right now? Like, what tier of quarterbacks is Zach Wilson in? Because before the Chiefs game, his bucket was Desmond Ridder. I was going to say Sam Howell, but not Sam Howell. Desmond Ridder. Aiden O'Connell. Give me QJ, man. People are sleeping on QJ. I think this is actually probably the best spot to get your rookie wide receiver exposure. Because we talk all offseason. These guys aren't going to produce early. They're not going to produce early. And now we're 4 weeks into the season. People are panicking. I mean, 10th round Quentin Johnston. I mean, I would have taken Jackson Smith-Njigba there, but I'm trying to play the ADP game a little bit here. But I think both of those guys being 10th round picks in this contest is pretty wild. How do you feel about Bijan for Swift and Waddle? I'm holding Bijan there, even at 0-4. People are saying Zach Wilson's still bad. That's what I'm saying. It's still not good. His projections still look bad. You believe in Zach Wilson. Mac Jones still better. Low-end streamer, sell Wilson while you can. Kincaid or Kittle this weekend? I think I have Kittle there. I agree. I'm not ready to anoint him anything, but it's at least a point of optimism. Encouragement, if you will. I agree. I want to see it. I think that this is the make it break it. Like, is he the real, or not the real deal, but it was what we saw against the Chiefs, like, not just a fluke, you know? Because the Broncos are, on paper, a layup matchup. We've seen Justin Fields have a career day against them. We saw Miami have an all-time day against them. Like, Zach Wilson finds a way to throw for another 2 touchdowns and not fuck up the game. I think you probably can put some respect on that. I mean, it's still not anything crazy, but it was a lot better. We have to see a few more games. I agree. He's better than Ritter. I think he's better at Ritter at this point, or better than Ritter at this point. You had a lot of McLaughlin. You cut him on some? Damn. I got none of them. I'll be honest. I'll say as well, I watched the QB School dropped on his Patreon, the Zach Wilson versus Chiefs like QB breakdown, and it was pretty good. He was honestly showing. I mean, Zach Wilson wasn't perfect, but he was throwing with anticipation, which is good. I don't know why I'm fumbling over my words today. But yeah, some encouraging things. Some things that's not great about Nathaniel Hackett. He was drawing similarities to the passing concepts of Nathaniel Hackett's offense to Greg Roman's offense, which is like something you never want to hear. Wow, we're gonna get 11th round Jackson Smith-Njigba again. I understand the concern. 4 weeks in, we haven't really gotten much, but I promise if I did a query of wide receivers who were sick down the stretch of their rookie seasons, they didn't do much early on. But it is interesting as well because whatever Nathaniel Hackett's running is stuff that Aaron Rodgers is comfortable with, you know? Like, Aaron Rodgers, if he's in an offense with those sort of concepts, and he probably also likes those concepts. So it is also interesting to sort of weigh, people's offensive preferences. Because, like, there might be, like, somebody might be like, oh, that's an outdated concept, or that concept sucks, and it could just be something that Zach's comfortable with. You take Dobbs? Yeah, I think as of right now, I take Dobbs over Wilson as well. Dobbs has been very good. Yeah, 11th round JSN is crazy to me, man. And I will say, the JSN usage has been beyond frustrating. Beyond frustrating. They think that this kid is like Percy Harvin. Like, it's insane. Like, they're setting him up on like little bubble screens and like gadget plays. It's like, did you guys watch him? I'm not saying that I watched a ton of them. I don't digest film, but if you spend all of this time and effort researching players and being like, you landed on this one as the one you're going to take in the first round, how do you come up with like Kadarius Toney usage for Jackson Smith-Njigba? Like, he's getting the thing with Jackson Smith-Njigba is he's on the field, he's earning targets. They're just at a dot of 2 yards downfield. It's mind-boggling. We have the deep end in here. What's up? Turning up later? Probably not. I'm turning up later if turning up is playing some FIFA. I will say my team on FIFA is beyond cracked. Dude, give me Dalton Kincaid, man. 12th round Dalton Kincaid. I think that rookies are just going to be values across the board in this format. Everybody's souring on them too quick. We really don't have enough info. Like, we do not have enough info to be taking Rashee Rice over Quentin Johnston and Jack Smith-Njigba. We cannot be doing that. I know it's redraft, but you cannot be. There's just no way. Kyle puts 11th round pick, fellas. It's truly the worst timeline. I do think it gets better for him, though. But it is tough. Nice thing with DJ Moore is that we know Fields loves to feed his first read. Did it in college, doing it now. Yeah, very true. Is Pitts droppable? To me, no. I understand the frustration, though. Dude, my FUT team is so good that it's embarrassing. I can pull it up, though. But it is so good that it's embarrassing. I will say that, man. I don't know if I have the web app sign in on my laptop. They're saying Google Chrome is an unsupported browser for the FC Ultimate Team web app. I mean, that's insane. Is there just not a web app? My team is cracked, though. I did the League of Nations and like hybrid SBCs like the first week it came out, and from one of those packs I got Eusebio, like untradeable Eusebio. Like I wish I was making it up, bro. It's insane. If one of you guys tell me how to work the web app, I'll pull it up. But I don't see the web app actually working. No, I'm a Rashee Rice believer. I like Rashee Rice, but I think drafting him in a contest like this over JSN and Quentin Johnson is insane. Pay to win rat. Also, shout out Nick Run the Foot Market, man. I love his channel. Thoughts on Ramondre? I'm still not. I'm not all that. Like I actually, or I don't know why I said actually like that. I was debating and putting him in today's video. I cooled off on it though because it is one of those games where the Patriots have just had a brutal schedule, man. They played the Cowboys. Now they're playing the Saints, who are just another really good run defense. Oh, we're snatching the first up. We actually started this week off strong. I sat Joe Burrow. I played Sam Howell. We got Logan Thomas at tight end. Freiermuth got hurt. We streamed Logan Thomas. So we started the week with two really big performances from waiver wire ads. Sam Howell, Logan Thomas. I will say we had Jahan Dotson in the starting lineup, who dropped another goose egg. But I am feeling good. Quarterback and tight end both got home on guys we just got for free. So now everyone else just has to do their job, and we're in. Played against Brian Robinson as well, so we didn't get killed. No, it's insane, dude. It's literally insane. I've never had good pack luck in FIFA ever. It's just been a crazy start for the game, for me, to be honest. We're gonna go Algier, or no, we're not. No, we're not. We have Bijan. No, give me Gainwell here. I don't love it. We could use a running back. Nothing else really stood out to me. Super chat from Benjamin Michaels. No, that's not Michaels. Something among those lines, though. Owen 4. Any suggestions or moves? Full PPR, 12 team. Burrow, Stroud. That's fine. Puka, Cup, Amon-Ra, Barkley, ETN. I mean, that team's cracked. I would maybe see if you could trade one of the Rams receivers plus Goddard. I think I would do that. It's 12 team. Algier Ford. So you have Barkley, ETN up top. Yeah, I'd probably pick one of Puka or Cup and then pair that with Goddard and see if you get an upgrade at like probably get an upgrade at wide receiver. Could you do Puka and Goddard for what's the best wide receiver you could do that for? Could you do Puka and Goddard for CeeDee Lamb right now? Or Keenan Allen? Because if you could, I would. But I don't know if that's on the table. Donkey Kid or Jake Ferguson? I have Donkey Kid this week. But I have them literally back-to-back. I have them tight end 9 and tight end 10. Look to make any trades. I had one trade that I almost tried to make in week 4. Before week 4. I was trying to do Deontay Johnson for Zach Moss and Jalen Warren, or like Deontay Johnson, Elijah Mitchell for Zach Moss and Jalen Warren, and he was not having it. I was just trying to buy RB2 production from Zach Moss in return for Deontay Johnson, but it just didn't happen. So I've been sort of chilling. But we do get Jonathan Taylor back this week on that team as well. This is a must-win, though. ETN and Kirk for Kyron? No. I have ETN a good bit above Kyron rest of season. Jameson Williams or Sutton for me. I don't think you can play J-Mo yet. Does the Andy Reid system feed tight end? Yeah, for sure. Dude, we remember remember Brent Selleck? Or was it Garrett Selleck? I don't know. One of the two Selleck brothers that was in on the Eagles was great. Then you had Ertz. Trey Burton was in the mix a little bit too. I'd say for sure, but I'd also say I would put. I mean, Bieniemy's an idiot, man. Bieniemy is taking a round peg and shoving it mercilessly into a square hole. This probably doesn't need to be running back, but give me Jeff Wilson. And then that's probably going to be it for us at running back. It has to be it, actually. Man, I don't have any Baltimore stacks going on. God, the fall of Bateman. I'll star him, though. Bateman, Odell, Isaiah Likely, and then we'll also get on the Miami side. We also need to be worrying about what we're doing at quarterback. Nothing that I like on the Miami side besides, I mean, Claypool's kind of fun. All right, so do we have any? We have Green Bay. No shot loves available. Could get Pickett going. That's really it. And we're done at running back. What else we got? Kincaid or Dallas? This week, I do have Dallas Goedert, but it's one step ahead. Yeah, that's a good point, Brock. Tank Dell or Judy? This week, Tank Dell. JT or Swift? This week, I'm assuming Swift. Terry McLaurin is a Colt. Can I get for Swift and DJ Moore? Tony Pollard. I think that there's some spots where you could get Tony Pollard for that package, and I would take Tony Pollard over Swift and DJ Moore. I would. Super chat from Dominic Lee, 2-2. It's all my PBR, Mahomes, CMC, JT Stevenson. Any moves you think I could make? I mean, dude, your team's stacked. No, I'd say that is more than fine. Like, maybe wait for a spike week from JT or Ramondre, sell one, and sort of turn that into more wide receiver / flex depth, but I think that we're kind of nitpicking there. Waller or Ferguson this week? Tight end's a shit show, man, but I do have Waller. Drop Jaleel for QJ, yeah. I think I would, but it kind of just depends. They're almost a coin flip. It kind of just depends if you need a running back or a wide receiver. Like, if you're like that guy where you have JT, Ramondre, CMC, then you can drop Jaleel. What's up, Pesky? Brees 25 first and Debo or Bijan and Mims? You would be getting Bijan. Man, I don't love it, man. I'd want to see Brees play. I'd want to see Brees really play before selling him there. I don't think I love that. I mean, you could never go wrong buying the best player in the deal, per se. I will say that, but I don't personally love it. We're going to go Beckham here. I hate to make that pick. But I don't love it. It feels steep. Hold on. I don't think I'm factoring in Mims quite enough here. It's actually very close with Mims. Would we say Brees in a 25 first equals Bijan? If I had Bijan, I'm not sure I'd accept that. Mims is a nice plus on top there. I'd say you're probably losing like 45, 55, but if your team is stacked and you can afford it, like how stacked are we talking? Like who's your worst starting flex this week? Logan Thomas rest of the season, probably like a top 15 guy, top 12-ish guy. This is resurrection, Chris. I'm curious people think of that Bijan one. My initial gut reaction is that I don't think I would pay that price, but I also don't think I would sell Bijan for that. Feels like you've soured on Brees? No, dude. I keep getting roasted for talking about Brees too much. Or being a homer. No, somebody took Pickett? I thought I could push him one more. All right, so we're just screwed at quarterback here. But I do have an idea. So this is going to have to be a 2-5-9. I don't know that we could afford another wide receiver there, but I think we'll be fine. So we went Mingo. We will go Bryce Young. And then we will go Isaiah Likely in a perfect world. And just hope Lamar carries us, to be honest. So people are saying that they would prefer Bijan's side in that. Yeah, so Pesky, I think you can buy for that. I think that is actually fine. Brees at 25 first and Debo for Bijan and Mims. I think you can make that deal. Yeah, Bijan doesn't equal Brees in a first. I agree. Where did Puka go? $211. That feels steep. $211 for Puka Nacua feels steep. Way too steep. We got Super Chat. Should I trade Kamara and Higgins for Waddle and Swift? I think so. I think I would. But I think it speaks more towards the gap between Waddle and Higgins. You sell Addison and Higgins for Amon-Ra St. Brown. I think that's too steep for me. Would you rather keep Stevenson or JT? JT right now. Debo versus Ayuk rest of season. It's honestly a coin flip. I have Ayuk wide receiver 13, Debo wide receiver 14 rest of season. Bijan's a top 5 running back rest of season. Yeah, it was a dynasty trade. I probably should have made that a little bit more clear, but yeah, Achane is a second-round pick in this. I don't think that's his ADP, though. I think the guy who drafted him just sort of reached a little bit. Traded Stroud, Swift, and Judy for Etienne and Olave. I kind of love that. All right, let's go Bryce Young here. I don't love taking Bryce Young, but he's a rookie. He could maybe improve down the stretch. We have a stack to Mingo. We have a Jacksonville bring back in that game. Am I misremembering it? It's Carolina versus Jacksonville in Week 17. I think so. And then in a perfect world, we get Likely here. Would you hold Mostert and Sutton or look to trade? I think both of those guys I probably lean sell on, but I don't know. It's tough. Keaton Mitchell, 13th round. There's a truther in here. I'm telling you, dude, it's the wild, wild west in these things. It's truly the wild, wild west. Sold Amon-Ra for Ayuk and Puka. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. If you had a wide receiver better than Amon-Ra St. Brown next to him, I don't mind it. But it's tough. I don't love it. Where do you got Puka rest of season? In the last update, I put Puka at wide receiver 18 rest of season. That was on Wednesday night. Would you trade Ramondre for another RB? Probably not. Thoughts on sending Jerome Ford, Puka Goddard for Stephon Diggs, Tyler Boyd? I love that. Traded Stroud, or no, I already answered that. Hold Stevenson and Higgins or try to force a trade. I'd probably hold, unless if you're in like the most brutal spot of all time. Unless if you're 0-4 and you really feel pressure, maybe Higgins. But I think Ramondre is actually not an awful play this week. All right, let me go Isaiah Likely. People were curious about my my FIFA Ultimate Team. Should I try to pull it up on my phone? Like I said, my team is embarrassingly cracked. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I could maybe airdrop it, but I'm not sure. Not quite what I was looking for. All right, what else we got? What else we got? Where do you see Kyron rest of season? I have Kyron currently as my RB 13 rest of season. All right, now the next thing I wanted to do, I'll get to some questions in a second. But tomorrow we're going to have Tom Christ on. I'm going to have Tom Christ on in the morning. We're going to talk through some players. He is a doctor of physical therapy, and we talked to him for injury information on players that could be in or out. So if you have anybody that you're like, you know, you have a roster that you're trying to set lineups and you're like, is this player playing? What's going on with this guy's injury? Let me know, and I'll write it down on this list, and we'll cover most of these players. I really recommend the show as well if you're not already checking it out. Like Tom, you guys know I really don't have guests on the channel a ton, but I do think Tom is pretty knowledgeable, and it's very good information for me to have as I make, you know, weekly rankings adjustments on Sunday mornings. So let me pull this up. By the way, that was a Best Ball Resurrection draft on Underdog Fantasy. Before we get into that, Underdog Fantasy, make sure you check it out. You have the Resurrection Best Ball. You have the Pick'ems where you can go higher or lower on their projections and string them together to multiply your entry fee or whatever. It's sweet. I have a link in the description, comment section. You click it, it'll take you to Underdog Fantasy. It'll use promo code RON. It'll match your deposit up to $500. I don't know how long that's going to be in place, but it's a very cool deal they're doing. So let's see. Week 5 injury updates here. Let's see. We will go. So Amon-Ra St. Brown, I think that's a given. Let's take this off here. Amon-Ra St. Brown, I think that's a given. Amon-Ra, Cooper Kupp, for sure. People were saying Jonathan Taylor. Asked about Javonte. Javante's a good one. Devontae Adams. People want to know about LeBron James. T. Higgins. Ramondre popped up on the injury report, huh? Saquon, for sure. Yeah, I told you. I told you I've been getting trolled for the selling DJ Moore. Detroit Lions injuries. Jahmyr Gibbs, good one. Yeah, he came up with like a hamstring, right? Jahmyr Gibbs. I will be curious about Aaron Jones and Christian Watson. I mean, we touched on them last weekend, but I'll bring those guys up. Miles Sanders, a good one. I think we have Javonte on there already. We have T. Higgins on there already. Lions, Kupp, JT, Adams, Burrow. That's a good one. T. Higgins. I'll do T. Higgins and Burrow. Debo, huh? We could do Debo. Joe Shiesty, I did him. Anything else stick out? I feel like that's pretty much it. Trying to think. Debo. Jameson Williams is a good one. Derek Carr is a good one. What else? Kyron. Is Kyron on the injury report? Christian Watson. I would like Rashad Bateman. I know that Rashad Bateman's not on the injury list or whatever, but let's see. Is there anything else that I'm forgetting? Derek Carr, for sure. Kenny Pickett's like kind of banged up. It seems like he's going to play, but I am kind of curious about him. Ahmed, Saquon we put up there already. Gibbs. Oh, Najee Harris popped up with a hamstring on Friday. Oh, Kyron Williams' hip is actually kind of slightly concerning. I don't know. I'm gonna write too many names than I need to, and I'll probably trim down some of the fat in the morning. Because we're not gonna go through 20 players. I mean, maybe we will. Saquon we did. Kyron, you're saying Kyron was off the injury report? Yeah, that is true. I'm gonna take Kyron off, but I am curious about. I know Kenny Pickett was full this week, but actually I'll take Pickett off. I might even take Rashad Bateman off. I think DeAndre Hopkins hasn't practiced all week. I think I'm gonna write down Hopkins. Yeah, he's been resting, which is fine. He's showed all season that he's been playing with that, but it is interesting. Jeff Wilson's a good one. Mike Evans is probably a good one as well. Mike Evans left the game last week, and I really haven't heard much about him since. Seems like he's fine. Zay Jones is a good one. All right, I think that's probably good here, fellas. But I appreciate everyone coming out here. Again, I do enjoy these streams. I do miss the summer where we were streaming a lot more than we do now. But regardless, everybody have a good rest of your Friday night. I appreciate you guys coming out here. hanging out. We drafted a team again on Underdog Fantasy if you want to check them out. They have best ball, pick'ems, a bunch of really cool stuff in the fantasy football space is on there in terms of best ball. They have NBA and NHL stuff as well, where NBA and NHL, I guess those are tipping off very soon here. So if you want to hop in, like, they have like the equivalent of a puppy for those as well, where they're like $5 to enter. I just might do a couple of myself of those before the season start. I probably should. But regardless, Underdog Fantasy, promo code RON, that will get you a deposit match up to $500. As always, I appreciate you guys, and I will see y'all in the next one.